Roll.
Hey,
what's going on? Thank y'all for tuning in with the Full Court Entertainment Podcast, as always, with your hosts, GQ Tuesday, Shondale, Sheldon, Aaron, Trail. So we're just go ahead and talk about, like, do you think, since we get into that mid-season of the season, and it's just looking like they might have a playoff shot, or should they just get the trading pieces? So, Sheldon, go ahead and talk to us about the Jazz.
I don't think they should tank, but to get rid of some players. Like, because I know I looked it up. They got like 15 first round picks until 2029. They gotta get rid of some of them to get some good players. You gotta get rid of them. You gotta get rid of some of them players. Some of them picks. Get rid of some of them picks. You gotta think about trading for Jordan Clarkson or re-signing him or trading for him. He's 30. Malik Beasley. Think about trading him, get something back for him. And Mike Conley, I think Mike Conley just need to go. I think he just got to go. So I think they should still compete because they're still because they're in the play-in. They're in the play-in right now, so I compete. And I would say for the Thunder, I think might not tank now, but if they keep losing, I think they need to tank again. I don't want them to tank because they've been tanking for years. But I think they should tank. I think they should. Or at least they got to trade. They got 15 picks too. And I ain't seen them. Because Paul George been there forever, right? He been in the Clippers for like 5 years now, right? And I ain't seen them trade for nobody with none of them picks they got. So they need to do something, or they just gonna keep being bad forever.
Yeah. Ain't bad. Aaron, go ahead and hop in there.
Yeah, so the Jazz should fully commit to tanking. They already did that once they traded Donovan and Rudy. You don't make those kind of trades unless you're committed to just going the opposite way. And this is the perfect time to do it because we have Victor Wembanyama, potentially a once-in-a-generation type player. So, no, you absolutely need to tank. And they got off to that surprising start early in the season, but now they kind of evened out a little bit. They need to just fully commit to trading Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen, and Mike Conley, if anybody will take them, because those players are too good. They're getting them wins way more often than they actually thought. So, yeah, this would be a perfect time to trade them and develop their young players and fully commit.
I don't think they should. I think that they should keep playing how they playing though. Only reason I say that is because tanking right now, it don't matter at this point, bro. It's up for grabs. Anybody can get that pick. Anybody can get Wembanyama. You might as well show us what you could do. Might as well show us what type of potential that these young cats that's on the Jazz. Let's see what they could do.
So you think they should take their chance at the play-in playoffs?
I think they should take their chance to see how far they can get. Because it don't matter. It's a toss-up for Wembanyama anyway, because even if they do good, they probably could still land the first pick. It don't matter.
But the thing is, how does even getting into the play-in help them, though? They're not going to win a championship this year or anytime soon.
But it could show people in the league that all they need is like a superstar on their team, and they could go further into the playoffs, like they always do.
But it's a less than 1% chance that a superstar is going to willingly sign there in the offseason.
Like I said, Wembanyama, that man probably could come on that team and change a few things around, man. If you build
but in order to get him,
gonna be successful.
But in order to get him, they have to have they have to have the number one pick. And the only way to increase your chance of doing that is to have more ping pong balls, meaning you have to lose more.
True. But you never know. You never know, though. At the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen.
You do know what's going to happen if they make the play-in. They're not going to get Victor. Well, have a shot at Victor. But go ahead.
They got the assets to trade for a pick, though. They got the assets.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think right now the Jazz, they're in a perfect situation. Like, They knew they would be bad coming in. They got some players right now. They already got like 15 first round picks for the draft, and then they got these players playing in like they're playing incredible. Their value is the highest it's ever been. Lloyd Marketing, Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson. Like Mike Conley, I think maybe a little bit washed. Like he can still like pass the ball a little bit, but like his offense game just doesn't exist. But Laurie, I think like who's the GM is Dale Morey, right?
Who you talking about?
Not sure.
For the Jazz. Who is it?
It's the dude from Boston, Danny Ainge.
Yeah, Danny, not that. Yeah, so like Danny Ainge, like he don't lose trades. And he get the trade like Laurie Marketing, Jordan Clarkson, where they playing right now. It's like he's gonna get something back. That's like the Jazz, like they're gonna be good. They're gonna be set up. And he the type like he knows how to draft players. He knows when you need to trade these picks to get veteran players to get them on the team. I think the Jazz are just like I think it's over. I think it's done. It's over with. The first half of the season was good. The fans should be happy. They're not super bad. I mean, trade that one open on the 15th, right?
February.
Yeah.
February. So it's like February 9th or something like that.
That's when it opened up or closed.
That's when it's closed. That's when trade deadline's over.
Like exactly to be traded. Like I think it's like January 15th. You can start trading that like just signed over the summer. Yeah. So I think right now, it's a really good time to just be talking, getting things going. Cause like it's teams out here, like it's players who probably signed somewhere, don't want to be there, and it's teams who don't have draft picks. You don't need that many first round picks. They have so many picks that they can trade off and build a good team. They don't have to rely on that 1% chance somebody signing with them. They could just trade for somebody through picks.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like they could trade up in the draft. Like they could give they pick plus a few people that's on their team already to get the number one pick. And I think they could do that. They got a ton of people on their team that got potential. So
more than likely, nobody is going to trade. No one's going to trade that number one pick. Doubt it. No one's going to trade that pick.
No, they all want Victor.
I think they should keep Lowry, but I feel like Clarkson, do you want to re-sign him or do you want to at least get something? Because Jordan Clarkson ain't no scrub. So you can get something back. Mike Conley, I think he need to go. Me personally. But Colin Sexton, he's still good. Malik Beasley, he's okay, but
Jared Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Jared Vanderbilt. I saw he only 23. He young as hell. So I keep him. Yeah. I think they should at least keep fighting. Just see, like, let's say we in January. So let's say like late February, they're like 10 games under or something like that. Then you might have to think about like, okay, should we just rest some of these players and try to get the best pick as possible at least? But like I said, the Thunder ain't going nowhere, bro. They're 18-23. They're not gonna make. I don't feel like they're gonna fight for a play-in spot. They're still gonna be garbage. Might as well just keep being bad. I'm not saying rest nobody now, but just stay being bad, bro. And then later down late March or something, mid-March, they go rest some people. They go rest Josh Giddey. They go rest SGA and get the best pick possible, bro. Because they're not going nowhere. They played decent in the beginning, but they're still the Thunder at the end of the day.
They don't need Victor, though. They got Chet Holmgren. Ain't he supposed to be like something like the Twin Tower, the next Data Robinson or something?
I think Chet will be decent. Yeah,
they don't.
But I mean, I don't think they're gonna get the first best pick possible. I don't think they're getting first pick. They're 18-23.
This is the struggle of the small market team. You're always in purgatory. You're not going to be good enough to win a championship, and you're too good to get the number one pick in time. So you have to commit to fully tanking it and trade away the people that's winning you games. Because who wants to sit here and just be stuck in the middle for the rest of forever? The goal is to win a championship. At least that's what we all think. So how are you going to win a championship without good players? How are good players going to get on your team unless you actually draft them or trade for them? It's not going to always be a situation like the Raptors trading for Kawhi. That's not going to happen every single year, even every couple of 5 years.
If we being serious right now, I only see Wembanyama either on the Jazz or on the Pistons. I ain't gonna lie.
Jazz, they have to know, but I mean, the Spurs, the Pistons, the Magic, those are the worst teams. So he's most likely.
I would love to see him.
But that's not even realistic because the last three have the same amount of odds. It's not like how it was before when if you get, you're going to get the best odds, but whoever the worst three teams are going to get the same amount of odds. So it's not guaranteed he's going to be on, say, the I think are the worst team. It's either them or the Pistons. It's not guaranteed, but I mean, I'll just say it's fight.
No, the worst teams in the league is either 10 and 31. You got Charlotte at you got Charlotte at 11 and 31 too. So that's what
I forgot about them. So they get that too.
Charlotte is in desperate need of a power forward.
That'd be decent.
That'll be solid for them.
Yeah, if you are going to tank, this is the perfect year to do it. It's that simple. Give yourself the best chance to get Victor and go from there.
I would love to see him in the Pistons. K, Ivy, Wembanyama. That's that'll be tough.
They're gonna be garbage for 3 years. It's gonna be the same. They got all this all and nobody like they talking about they need to start playing through Seagun. Like
Sengun cold. He decent as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Sengun decent as hell, but the Rockets, I don't know. They just garbage, bro. I don't know. No, they just garbage. I feel like
he remind me of Sabonis a lot.
Low key, a little bit of Sabonis, a little bit of Jokic.
He good. That's why they traded Christian Woods because they said they wanted him to get the more playing time. And honestly, he playing better than Christian Woods. If we being honest, he playing. Maybe not on the scoring side. Maybe not on the scoring side, but he been playing better than him this year.
Not on the defensive side either. I think Christian Wood been getting a lot of blocks.
So who y'all think gonna have like for the season now? Then
my predictions is in the West. I want to say that Dallas is going. They're going to prove a lot, man. They just got to make another move though. They got to make a trade. Like they got to send some of the role players out of there and get like somebody that's got more potential to be better than what they got. And then in the East, I got the Celtics. No matter what the Celtics do, even if they trade or not, bro, they just gonna be really good, bro. It's gonna be hard to beat them.
You got the Celtics getting for the season.
Yes, I got them getting better.
Oh, what you expecting to lose once a month?
I think they can get better though. If they do make a trade before the deadline, I think they could still get like more, and they could get more depth on their team. They get way better.
So you got Dallas getting better in the West. That's the team that's gonna play better in this. Yeah. You know what about the Timberwolves? You don't think the Timberwolves gonna have like a better second half of the season in the West than them?
That's what I think.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I think that too. I think Timberwolves gonna get better too.
It's the Timberwolves. Yeah, Cat being out has been a big reason why they've slid down. So I think they're 10th right now. Once he gets back, they're still not going to be an elite defensive team with Cat having a guard on the perimeter as consistently as he does. But on the offensive side, they'll definitely improve, and they should be able to have a higher seed in the play-in. I don't think they can squeeze into the 6th seed, but they can definitely get a 7th or 8th seed, though. And I think even – go ahead.
I said it's hard to say because in the beginning they weren't clicking with Rudy Gobert at first. Cat and Rudy, it don't look like they was working out.
It's coming.
Well, I mean,
it's
of course,
coming
that's
slow.
expected. Yeah, take time. You got to remember the big three for the Heat were 8 and 9 in their first 17 games. It takes time. You got to think you got Cat, big time scorer, Anthony Edwards, big time scorer. You got D'Lo, Rudy Gobert. It's going to take time for all them pieces to come together, but they'll be okay though. They have too much talent to not at least have a shot at the playoffs. There's no way they should miss the playoffs. They should miss the play-in at minimum, at worst.
Yeah, it's hard to watch Rudy Gobert out there on offense, man.
Who you got getting better in the second?
I had the Suns. I think once Booker come back, I think they'll be decent. I'm not going because I did have them at Western Conference like predictions and stuff, and obviously I was wrong. Hey, I was wrong as usual. I was wrong as usual. Hey, but like 21 and 22 or something like that. And I think once Booker comes back healthy, once Chris Paul, if he healthy, and if DeAndre Ayton just acts right and wants to play for real, I think they'll improve. They'll be not be above 500, but they'll at least be 10 games over 500. They just need to get over the injuries. And when Cam Johnson come back, forgot about him. Once because their best players not playing, and their best player has been Mikal Bridges and what's the dude name? Is it Denzel? I want to say Denzel Washington. I think that I want to say, but I just want to.
I think is Dwayne Washington.
Denzel, but I was like, I don't think it's that. But yeah, he depend on him and Damian Lee and Biyombo.
My God, it's tough watching the Suns.
That ain't it. And Torrey Craig. That ain't it. That ain't it. So I think
that is tough.
That ain't it. And for the East, yesterday, hey, the Bulls. I think they'll improve too. I think they'll be there because I think they're in the 10th seed right now, and I think they'll be in the Hawks. And I don't think they're gonna be better than the Pacers. Well, the Pacers just lost Tyrese, so they have a chance of talking them depending on how long he's gone. So I think the Bulls once because they've been playing better recently. We can't lie. They was talking about blowing it up and all that. They've been playing better. I can't cap. They've been playing better. So I think they will improve in the second half. Once DeMar gets back, because he's hurt now. Zach LaVine been getting it going recently. What he been doing, double machine, bro. I feel like he gets a double every game. So once they get that, you said what?
I said I think he averaging like 10 or 11 rebounds now.
Yeah, so he been a double machine. So I think the Bulls they'll be better because first half trash. So I think they'll be better. Those my two teams.
I think with the Bulls, why the Bulls like getting a little bit better. My team I pick for the East because I think now that like DeMar is gone and it's just like who we go to, what we play through. It's not having to like figure out the share who do this, who do that. It's like that's the leader, that's the guy. He take the shot, we plays through him. I think the game just got simpler for them, just knowing that it's gonna be Zach. I think it just worked better like that. Everyone knows the role, what they got to do. It doesn't need to be, who's going to try to play the point, who's going to do this. It's like Zach's going to score, who's going to get the boards, Ayo's going to pass it, Caruso play. I think the game got simplified for the boys. I think it's just sometimes when you lose somebody, it's just, okay, I know my role. I know what I got to do now. I don't got to figure it out anymore. Yeah. But I think, yeah.
Do you think long term? Oh, go ahead.
No, what's Max?
No, I was about to say, do you think long term it makes more sense to have Zach or DeMar be the number one option? At least for the rest of this season.
Long term, I think it should probably be Zach. Right now, I think it should be Zach. It's looking like DeMar having a down year, but I think he's having like a down year versus that MVP year he had. And that they look like Zach knee isn't bothering him as much. So I would say Zach is that he his offense is scarier than DeMar. Like DeMar got it, he gets to the line, get to the mid range, but Zach right now is healthy, and it's looking like because his knee isn't bothering him as much, he's the guy you should play through. And honestly, he doing numbers. He doing numbers right now for them. It looked like they winning more when Zach know what he's supposed to do. I mean, he did take that crazy 2-point shot instead of the open three with Vooch to
he said that he tried to get fouled. He leaned in and shot. And then they said that the line fouled him, that he actually did foul him, but they just ain't call it.
Yeah, it was a foul. They just didn't call it, though. But, yeah, that's what I think. But my team, I got like the East. Oh, which one? What you want to act, brother? What you want to act?
No, go ahead and finish. No, did you finish your teams? I mean, for the West, did you say Thompson?
I was just commenting on Sheldon because I like the Bulls, but I feel like the team that's gonna get better East. This might be a controversial take, but I'm gonna say the Bucks. The Bucks get better because I think them actually played with their three-headed dragon yet. We've just been getting a lot of Drew and Giannis, and Chris hasn't been really out there. And I think they've been losing some games they should have been winning. They've been some underdogs on a lot of lines. I think the Bucks when they actually and we really get to see the 14 out there. I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna be much better. I think they're gonna be much better in the East. Team. It was the Timberwolves. Simply because I just think like they just have to figure out how to make it click. He did with them playing games, getting out there. I think they're gonna. And that was just been playing much better.
Okay, so the same thing with the question in regards to Zach and DeMar. I'm gonna ask you the same thing with the T-Wolves. Do you think it works better with Cat being a number one option or Anthony Edwards?
Woo! I feel like they want number one. No, they want Anthony Edwards to be number one, but Cat I think is still their best. He's still their best player. Like, bro, he's a shooting big, shoot the three, spread the floor. So, and Anthony Edwards, he dynamite. I said he was gonna be the best shooting guard this year. I mean, he not the best, but he been showing it. But I think I feel like they should let Cat still be stopped, honestly. Unless it's just a big time defender on him. He can't be stopped.
That's just he's arguably the best or at least top 3 shooting big men of all time. Good playmaker. He has the ability to be a solid defender, but for whatever reason, he just seems to always be flat-footed, and he just doesn't put in the consistent effort. But then again, who does at this point? So, yeah. For me, in the Eastern Conference, I would say my team that's going to play better is the Heat. I was looking at a stat earlier that honestly gives me hope that they will be able to improve. They have the 30th ranked offense as far as points per game, and the 2nd ranked defense as far as points per game. So really, it just comes down to getting that consistent scoring every night. And that's been an issue because their top 4 players really haven't been playing together that often. It's always Bam is out. Jimmy is out. Kyle Lowry is out with something. Tyler Hero is out with something. So they haven't really had a chance to play together with their main 4 players. I mean, injuries are a part of the game, but there's no way you're 2nd in scoring defense and you're an 8th seed. It's just no way. So if they can get a string of healthy games together, let's say for the next month or 2, not have any major injuries to where people out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, they'll shoot up the standings, in my opinion.
The Heat?
I don't know. I trust the Heat. I don't trust them, bro.
No, it is hard to. They had a 30th ranked offense. So I don't blame you for not trusting them. They can definitely get better, though.
Bro, Jimmy been, like you said, Jimmy been out, Bam been out, Tyler Hero been out, Kyle Lowry been out. People out. Now you got to depend on Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, and the rookie Jovic. You got to depend on them. Bro, what? I feel like if they could have just made some more better moves, bro, this off season, I think I would had them way higher in the East, or they would be higher in the East. But when Jimmy out and with Tyler Hero and Bam, bro, what can you? You can't do nothing. And they be having to play Udonis Haslam. Really, Udonis Haslam, bro, has to get ticked, bro. Be missing time. Y'all know that video when Tyler Hero tried to throw him that ooblesh?
We watched that live. Remember, I said, boy, that man legs just gave up on him.
You know, I think they might have that same mentality that the Warriors had, to where they just don't care about the regular season. They just trying to get to the postseason. Of course, they don't have the same level of success as the Warriors, but they were just in the finals, 3 years ago, Eastern Conference Finals. So, I mean, they've tasted some level of consistent success. So, yeah, they're trying to get there. Yeah.
Bro, I don't know, because where are they at now? I'm about to look.
They're the 8th seed, I think.
22 and
so
2.
So that means they will play the Celtics, right? No, they'll be in the play-in. They'll be in the play-in, my bad. So that means they're going to have to go up against the Hawks, the Pacers, or the Bulls. I think they're better than all. I think they're better than all of them. The Bulls probably the only team that give them some go. The Hawks, I don't trust them. I don't trust the Hawks. Because all they're going to do is lock down Trey, and he ain't going to be able to do nothing. We saw it last year. They locked him down. He couldn't do. And DeJounte Murray has not been good this year. He hasn't. He just hasn't been good. I'm not even going to say he's having a down year from last. He just ain't been good.
It doesn't really fit. Not like that Donovan and Darius Garland. It doesn't work over there like that.
I remember when they traded him, we was like, we got to see this. We got to see how this work. Like this one, I think that's going to be good. I was like, we just got to see how it fit. And now that we see it, it's like, it just don't fit because Trae Young is still doing the same thing. He's still out there ball hogging. And DeJounte Murray still. You said what?
He never started playing off the ball.
Yeah, he's not playing off the ball. And I feel like that would be better if the ball and be like, not obviously he's not gonna be Steph Curry, but be like a Steph Curry, because Steph Curry kind of plays off the ball. If he would just play off the ball, I think it'd be better and let DeJounte be the point, but he ain't going for that. And DeJounte, they treat him like a role player. To be the second best player, they're treating him like a role player. And and it shouldn't be like that, but it's like that. And it's the same way with John Collins. Now, was John Collins, can he be a second best player on the team? I don't think so. But they treat him like a role player.
He's showing flashes, though. He's showing flashes this year. Like
flashes, but not all. But they treat him like a role player too.
Yeah, but how can you show you a second option when you don't get the ball enough?
They don't. I think John Collins needs to be on the Pacers. You put John Collins on the Pacers, he's an all-star. You put him next to a Tyrese, he's an all-star.
Yes, who's going to consistently feed him? That could be Nash and Amari 2.0.
Oh, boy, I like that. I like that comparison.
It could be.
It's funny because Trae Young averages 9 and Tyrese averages 10, but they two different type of point guards, though. It's like Tyrese is a pass first, but Trae Young, he's a scorer first. Time you, but it's different type of system.
Trae throwing a lot of lobs versus Tyrese. Boom, he got you. He found you. Boom, right there. Got you in the post. Got you at the 3-point line. Trae just throwing the oop. He throwing the oop and they catching you. He got a lot of dunkers.
Yeah, and I did have the Hawks. I did have the Hawks, but I was like, I don't know. And I remember when Ace picture, he's like Sheldon, they in second place in these. I said, bro, they ain't gonna last that long there, bro. Nobody had them up there that high.
And the thing is, somebody like Marcus Smart, who sat down Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and told them, y'all got to start passing the ball. Y'all have to start getting everybody else involved. It can't be just about y'all scoring. Like, somebody got to be able to hold Trae Young in check. Say, hey, you got to stop shooting as much.
But remember, they was talking about last year how John Collins was upset because Trae Young do that all the time, and it ain't done. Bro, nobody's gonna go to Trae Young, and DeJounte Murray probably not gonna do it because he's the newcomer. He feels like it's not his place yet to come to his face. Like, hey, bro, you need to stop kind of ball hogging a little bit, man. Get some people involved. He ain't gonna come to you. He ain't gonna come to them like that and stuff like that. So I don't know, but it I don't know what the talk. They just different. It just don't fit. It just don't fit.
They not a real. It won't happen again with Ben Simmons situation. He passes the ball and they go to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's not gonna happen again with them. I feel like the Hawks are a real team in no man's land right now. They could be one of the teams that like have a fire sale. They could have a fire sale right now. I think it could be the Hawks, the Raptors. I could even see OKC having a fire sale right now. I hope they don't, but they're one of them teams. It's like I'm pretty sure teams are calling in, inquiring about, hey, John Collins. He's gonna always be in trade rumors.
Hey, do y'all think the Raptors gonna be improved? Because I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Because I was watching Pick a Side, and they little topic about the Raptors, and they was bringing up some good points. Like they don't have a big. I don't remember the last good big they had was Valanciunas when he was younger. Not Marcus Gasol. Siakam, their starting center. He starts, and that's not it. That's just not it. There's nothing like against. That's just not it. What are you supposed to do? He has the length, but he's not. He's not, and it's not like he big. So it's like what?
He's a power forward.
Yeah, and it's not him starting at center. That's not it. And they was talking about how they should trade Siakam but keep OG. Said Siakam is he's gonna try to get at least 30 plus after having this good year, and then maybe next year, he's gonna average probably 25, 26 points, and then he's gonna ask for a lot of money. So they probably trade him and Fred VanVleet. And they was like Fred VanVleet been garbage. No cap, he ain't been like how he was.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea because then you could build your team around two young, potentially elite wings in Scotty Barnes and OG. So it could work.
But they're talking about with OG that OG might actually leave. They don't think OG is going to sign back with them. And yeah, I know we said it before. Like I remember myself. I think they should trade Fred and Siakam. Siakam could fit in. I mean, honestly, I think if you put Siakam on the Warriors, that's like nasty. You put Siakam on the Heat, Bam, or maybe. I think that's nasty. I think Siakam fit on a lot of places. Honestly, even if you put Siakam, you put Siakam on the Lakers, that shit is that's Siakam fit in so many places. I think he one of them people that's like right now the Raptors like, yo, they got the youth. They got to do something that's gonna make one of OG want to stay because you're gonna get Scotty. Scotty isn't gonna turn down that rookie extension that he's gonna get. He's not turning that much money down, going somewhere else with another franchise. But yeah, I don't know. They may be in no man's land too, low key. I might be agreeing with you weeks later, Aaron.
And, bro, I feel like every time I look up, he getting hurt. The injuries, they catching up to him, bro, and he's small too. He just hasn't been playing like last year.
I think it's because like it's the same like nagging injuries because he's so small, but he's like a sturdy, like a running back, halfback type small, and he plays so much defense, a lot of contact, a lot of lateral movement. That stuff way down on you. Defense is not easy to play. You could get up and play it every day and still try to hit the shot, but it's really, really hard to play defense and get back down and try to score and be assistant. That's a lot of jobs to be doing.
And they just had a big, bro. They just had a big, like a Steven Adams or something. I think they would be better, but having Siakam play, you have Scotty playing the 4, that's just too small. And they're gonna get, and then even if they make the playoffs, they're just gonna get bounced by whoever because they're gonna have to go up against a Giannis. Giannis is too big for them. A Joel, we know he's too big for them. They can't do nothing with them. So it's like I'm gonna say I don't think they're gonna improve. I don't think they will improve. I think they're just gonna be, and then they're gonna get, and I think they have their own first round pick, and that might be a little low, so they can get somebody, and then probably think about trading Siakam and get something back for him.
But because
he probably
that GM, that's one of the best GMs in sports right now. He is not somebody that's sitting back and letting things come to him. He's probably being proactive, productive. He probably has a few things lined up, a couple of avenues. I doubt that he looking at things and just not letting anything play. I'm pretty sure he eyeing something. He's that dude is good.
Yeah, I agree.
I think a while ago they were talking about they might pursue Jakob Pertl. I think that would be a good fit. That fixes their center problem right there. But does it catapult them to a top 6 seed? I don't know about that. But they should definitely be able to make the playoffs.
They need a bigger
point. Jakob gets blocks, he gets bored, at least 10, 12 points. And that's cool. That's all you need him to do. Play defense, get boards, bro. That's all you need him to do. Because every time I look up, seeing none of them be getting double-digit rebounds, the only person that be getting double-digit rebounds is Scotty. He be like the only person I look that be getting a double-digit rebound. And they had Chris Boucher as their backup center. Nothing. He's decent, but he ain't tall. He just lanky. And then they bench is garbage. That's just facts. They bench sucks.
I'm not gonna hold you. You're right about that. And then Chris Boucher, he don't even get that much time. Nick Nurse don't even mess with him like that.
He don't even mess with the buddy, bro. I don't know why I mess with him.
So I think going into like our last topic is why is the scoring so high right now? Is it because like the players of this generation, are they just that much better, or is it more because of the rules?
Both.
Honestly, I think it's the emphasis on the three-point shot and just more of an emphasis on what a lot of people are calling now the heliocentric offense, where the ball just revolves around one person making all of the decision, whether it's scoring or facilitating. We saw it for years with with Harden in Houston, with Russ in OKC, and now with Luka in Dallas. Literally,
wasn't it just
hold the ball.
But I mean, the older system was like 2 people making the decisions, though.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's just so much more of an emphasis on just one person just dominating the ball and doing everything. When you got guys that are this good throwing up 20, 30 shots a game, you're bound to see these ridiculous scoring numbers. And the pace isn't as fast as what it was back in the Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson time, which is still crazy. That was still, I believe, the fastest or top 3 fastest paces in NBA history. But the three-point shot is just elevating people's scoring numbers too. It seems like now you're shooting 10 plus threes a game. Players, not teams. It used to be teams that shot on average 10 to 12 shots a game. Now it's individual players, and not even just the superstars. The role players are shooting 10 threes a game. So you're bound to see just higher scoring numbers in general. Matter of fact, it was that I pulled up. Hold on, let me see. It was regular season 50-point games. All of last year, it was 19 total 50-point games. So far this season, there have been 14. And we're not even at the All-Star break yet. And we got the high game of Donovan Mitchell with 71 points. So, yeah, these scoring, it's not going to stop anytime soon. It's going to get crazier and crazier. But, I mean, it's good for fans to watch, so it's good for the league in general, though.
I mean, their percentages are much higher right now than they used to be. They're shooting much better. Even though they're shooting more, players are shooting much better than they used to 20, 30 years ago. These players can really shoot.
I would agree.
Like, it's more shooters able to spread the floor. Some of it is lack of defense because they don't play defense, but it's the hand checking rule. Every time you touch somebody, it's a foul. So you're going to go line at least, depending on who you are, like Aaron said, a Luka, a Joel, a Giannis, you're going to go to the line at least 10 plus times.
Mm-hmm.
10 points, 12, 15 points, going to your total. And then I saw a stat that was saying, I think in 2013, it was only 3 players, averaging 30 points. 2013 to like now or something. Now it's 6. It's 6 players this year averaging 30 points. And it was another stat saying, I think it was it was like in 2012 or 20, same around there. They said the average league high points was 99 points per game, and now it's 100. And I think the Kings are the ones that average the most points per game, and that's crazy because it's more shooters in the pace, bro. It's like the half court. As soon as you get the ball, you're just running, bro. There's no slowing down and get the offense set up. No, they don't do that anymore. They just running. They get the ball, get in transition, lay it up, and then they go right back down. That's what I think it is.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think I'm not gonna hold you. I think it may be a little bit of the fouls they calling, but I do think players this generation. I know you always hear like back in my generation, you wouldn't be able to do that. I would have clotheslined them through a table. But I think honestly, people are playing basketball way more these days because now it used to be like you played basketball, you play for your high school team, you play for your church league, you go to college, NBA. You play basketball way more. You could play basketball AAU in elementary, middle school. You could play for your high school team, play for your AAU team, the travel team. The players are playing, they have way more knowledge. They're coming in with way more knowledge of basketball. They're having to do more. The game is growing. When the game grows, people get better. Like, I want to say, like, and the floor is opening up. Because, like, you got guys like Giannis. If this was 20 years ago, Giannis wouldn't be able to bring the ball up and pass as much as he could. I think the game is just, the athletes, like, it's a good sign that they can score more because they may be a little bit more talented. Maybe if you take those same players back then, you put them in this game now, this growing up in basketball, they probably would be just as good. But basketball players these days, they get to play basketball so much more. If you don't make your high school team, it doesn't really matter. If you only play high school basketball, that's not enough. You have to play AAU. You have to play AAU. And it's like the defense, the hand checking, the calls. Honestly, all this scoring, we need to bring in like free throws. Like how many free throws have been there? Like Joel, bro, he get on my nerves. He shoots so many free throws. James Harden, tricking the refs. I hate it. But yeah. What you think, Trill?
I think they scoring so much because it's a lack of defense. Like, a lot of people really don't be playing defense in the league nowadays, like how they used to let the old heads tell it. So basically, it's easier to get to the line than it was back then. It's way easier, especially with, and again, James Harden did say he got a big impact on changing the game, and he really did because he really made people want to draw fouls now. Like, he just make people run to the basket, flop. You see Trae Young run to the basket, he stop in the mid-range and wait on the defender to run towards him so he can use that to shoot the ball and just get his foul.
Offensive foul now.
Right. When it's like every time they looking for a bailout, they always flop or go for a foul, a fake foul call. So that's going to definitely stop the game and put more points on the board. So basically, it's the referees for me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that's not the refs. That's the players. They foul baiting. That's the ref gotta call it if it's a foul. It's the players foul bait. You can't blame the refs.
I'm sorry, but let me just say what the old heads will say. Back in my day, the ref wouldn't call none of that. I ain't blowing no whistle.
They say if Mike played this generation, he'd just be James Harden.
If Mike played this generation, bro, he probably would average 50 a game.
He would.
He'll be at the free throw line a ton of times because they was trying to kill him back in the day. Back in the day, they were trying to kill him.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. So it's been about 17 years between Kobe dropping 80 and dropping 71. How long do you think it's gonna take for somebody to come close to 71? Again.
At least probably 3-4 years.
Honestly, it could be this year too.
It could be gonna be this season. Next season.
I say in the next 3 years, bro.
To drop 70?
71, bro? You basically got a ball hog, bro. Basically got a ball hog.
off the top of your head, who do you think has the best chance to hit 71 or better?
Off the top of my head, it might.
Yep, first name that comes to mind.
If it was Luka, I wouldn't be shocked.
I'll probably go Steph Curry or Donovan Mitchell again.
It's gonna be some type of guard, some guard that takes that's a ball dominant, takes a lot of shots. I'm not surprised it was Donovan Mitchell because he's always had games like that. Donovan, Book, Luka, who else do stuff like that? Tatum, Zach could do it.
Jaylen Brown could do it too, to be honest.
I think the only big that possibly could do it is probably Joel.
That's my pick, Joel. I think Joel will have a good shot. He has the game to do it, and he's shooting up free throws. It got to be players that average a high amount of free throws because that's the only way. You got to be able to score with that clock not running if you want to hit 70.
You got to at least hit 20 free throws.
You got to at least free throws and hit a bunch of threes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It might be Luka.
Mm-hmm. I can see Luka doing it. Luka probably gonna put up 60 before the end of this season.
It's just crazy how the scoring is just on another level. But like Shondell said, everybody hooping nowadays. You're hooping year round, bro. It's not like, like if you in Chicago or something, it's cold. No, I'm not hooping. No, that's dead now. You go find a way to hoop, bro. You go find a way.
There's no off season for basketball. If basketball doesn't have an off season, even the players hoop during the off season. We love that. Basketball is so popular. Like everyone is gonna want to hoop. You go to your family reunion and you go to Christmas, they gonna shovel the driveway. They gonna, man, at the barbecue, they gonna, man, go on here, nephew, what you got? You gonna want to take your uncle ankles. You gonna want to do something. You gonna talk stuff in 2K, man. This ain't real. You gonna go outside. You want to hoop. You gonna talk about hooping in front of girls at the kickback.
Hey, you ain't
It's a stat that says since December 11, that's basically a month ago, it's been 45 40-point games. 11. And it's been 8 40-point games. And this was last week when Donovan Mitchell dropped to 71. It's been 8 40-point games in that week.
God,
that's insane.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
They might have to do MVPs. They might have to do 2 co-MVPs this season, man. I ain't gonna lie.
East West.
Yeah.
I don't think the NBA gonna do that. They should
do it like how baseball do it. They got it in each conference, an MVP in each conference. I really like that, but hey, that's up to them.
They're gonna have to do 3 then. They're gonna have to do Supreme MVP, East West MVP.
Right.
Supreme
because the West MVP would definitely be I got my money on Luka, man. Luka special.
You sure? They say Jokic might win it again. They say he's the favorite.
Oh man, and who said that? Favorite, who said what he would have to win it?
The triple double in the first seed. Yeah, you did say that. It's recorded, so you got
see it.
You got it.
We'll see.
Nuggets is definitely 28-13. They right there, like they second in the league. They got the second best record in the league. So I did say you would have to have the best record in the league. It's not enough to be number 1 in your conference.
Man, look at their team though. Like a healthy Jamal Murray. They added good players. They added good role players. Like they got Aaron Gordon out there going out, like, bro, looking like Michael Jordan sometimes.
You think it's that year? Do you think it's that year?
Conference finals, I think.
This might be because they go to the playoffs all the time, but it just depends on who they play. But I think they can kind of match up with anybody in the West because they're first seed, so
they go against the Warriors right now.
I don't think they beat the Grizzlies.
Yeah, bro, they'll beat the Warriors. They're better than us. They're better than the Warriors.
Yeah, they'll beat the Warriors this year too.
They
would beat them last year if they would have been healthy. That's what it comes.
Yeah, because they don't have nobody that can stop him. So they can beat the Warriors. I think they can beat the Suns too. Definitely beat the Jazz and definitely beat the Timberwolves. They can beat them teams.
The Grizzlies, man. I just don't see it.
Grizzlies, bro. I think they can.
Yeah.
Because what I say,
Jokic
I
is
say
going to be the best player in every single matchup, maybe until the Western Conference Finals or the Finals if he goes against Luka or Giannis. Or maybe KD. Because, I mean, those are pretty much the only people that you can make an argument is better than him at this moment.
Don't sleep on the
I
Bucks, man.
do believe that the Grizzlies might be their best comp now. They might be, but everybody else, they can beat them. They can beat the Pelicans. They can beat the Kings. They can beat the Mavericks. They probably could beat the Clippers. Yeah, they can beat the Clippers. I ain't worried about them.
What's going on with the Clippers, man? What is really going on with them?
Injuries,
That's a whole topic in itself. That's a whole topic in itself.
We say
I already know.
Yeah,
Man,
we'll
I already
say
know.
that. That's a topic in it. Yeah, that's gonna take time
It's
for
the
that.
injuries, bro. It's the injuries.
They atrocious, bro.
They gotta
We
know how to play with each other. They don't know how to play.
We know
with
what's
each
wrong
other.
with them, bro. We know what's wrong with them. We know.
Yeah, same old song it is. So hey.
We know. Yeah,
Let
we
me
could talk
get
about
into
them.
it,
We
man.
could talk about them for a good 30 minutes.
But I
Yeah.
will say this though. Remember our early predictions about John Wall? What everybody said?
What, how he was gonna start?
Well, we was talking about, and I was just like,
He's
I don't
washed.
know what John Wall gonna do. I was like, yeah, he ain't played in like two seasons. I don't think he gonna just get back out there and beat a John Wall. I think like I don't see him doing it. And
He's washed,
kind
man.
of like
He's
we just
washed.
gotta. What is he gonna do? Is like we hope he gonna be good, but like John Wall, like you can't just hop back on the court after 2 seasons and think you still that guy.
I feel like he can't get a rhythm. And the thing is, some of them injuries be Nicky Nack injuries, but Ty Lue, he be resting him on back-to-backs. I feel like he just can't get a rhythm. He shows flashes sometimes like John Wall, but he just don't. I think he just don't play enough.
Can't do it for 35 minutes.
But he just don't play enough. And we
Right.
know with Kawhi, PG, and all them, we know what that problem is. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And Reggie Jackson looking more like a shooting guard than a point guard this season. I don't know what's going on with him.
He is a shooting guard. He just got the name PG next to him. But he is a
that's a
shooting guard.
tangent because he got Paul George next to him too, and he got point guard. Hey, you crazy. But I say like dang, I think the NBA low key, they should probably cut the games down and extend the game, like add like 3 minutes to each quarter, somewhere to where it balances. You know, they're gonna do that, make the quarters.
Don't try to help that man John Wall, man. It's over for him.
Cut the 82 games down, but extend the minutes of the game.
They won't do that, bro. That's not gonna happen. That won't.
But if you do the math though, if you just extend the game but cut the games down, the time would equal the same. It's just less traveling, less games, but it still equal the same amount of time on the court.
Bro, them owners want money, bro. The more games they have,
yeah, you would need more players on the roster for a 60-minute game. Yeah, that's not.
I think they yeah, for sure. I think they could add like 2 more players. They have 15 right now. They could add, or 16.
Yeah.
They would probably need a 20-man roster for 15-minute quarters. Yeah.
Let's talk about what news?
The Lakers are who the Lakers are training with right now. Like
DeMarcus Cousins again.
Yeah.
Oh God, bro, nobody cares.
The same thing as Thomas. Why is he not on the team?
Bro, nobody cares. Marcus Cousins and Myers Leonard is gonna do, bro. Nobody, bro. What are they gonna do, bro? We need AD back. I don't want DeMarcus. I need AD. I don't want him.
Hey, DeMarcus gonna play then, roll his ankle, then he be out for 10 games.
On a 10-day contract, still roll his ankle.
For 10 days?
He rolled his ankle first game.
No, I don't know. I don't want that, bro. I want AD. I don't want DeMarcus and Myers Leonard, bro. No. Anything for us. Like they signed Sterling Brown. What is he gonna do? Really? What is he gonna do?
I don't even know what his last team was.
Yeah.
No, bro. That ain't it. I ain't messing with that.
I say we're going to wrap things up, though. Good episode. Thank you for all y'all tuning in. Don't worry. Like, subscribe. We put the videos out, the clips. Make sure you guys comment, share with your group chat. Let them know what you agree with, what you heard, what you didn't like. Yeah. Thank y'all as always. Full Court Entertainment Podcast. We gone.